Oh, dude, the winter air is actually so nice when you come out of like a warm house. Such a luxury. Or like, dude, I got in this car, I'm like, yo, it's fucking way too hot. I just know I hardly participate in like everyday normie NPC. I don't even want to call it like yuppie, just like NPC matrix traffic. It's like, dude, why like fucking participate in that shit? Again, like working from home. Dude, working from home is already like, what's like the bare minimum? Because it's like you're just still a slave 9, 10, 11, 12 plus hours a day. It's so bullshit. Look at all these, I'm looking at these servers, like, disgusting. It's like classic, it's like, they're not even, the place isn't even done yet, but they've moved in people like 4, 5, 6 months ago. It's like by design. Dude, that's crazy, man. Just being like your home, quote unquote, your home, your subscription suite is just like, dude, people are driving mad insane right now. It's like so disgusting. What is this? Headphones. There's cameras everywhere. Well, so I left at like 7:05, so I'm just gonna leave at 7, and so this is gonna take like 58 minutes, and then it was like 1:05, and now it's, let's see, wow, that's actually crazy. Saying I'm gonna get there at 8:15. Fuck, my appointment's at 8:30. I gotta start zipping it, and it's like, it's crazy because everyone's so alienated. Everyone's also trying to get to, dude, it's like, I gotta get my fucking slave job or else I'm gonna get fired. Else I'm not gonna get paid to like, it's crazy. So everyone's just like in an alienated rush, and they're fucking, there's a quote by someone that's actually, it's like on the topic of like traffic and just being so alienated in society as a sole consumer, as a sole individual, as a sole cog unit, so to speak. Bro, what is going on? So yeah, so like, I have to tie this into a voice note I had started to record previous to this. But it's like, dude, 7:30. I mean, granted, I used to catch a train around like 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like that range, to get to the office by 9. Dude, I was just so compliant back then. Again, I'm like, sure, I might like have some regret in hindsight, but then at the same time too, it's like, had I not done that, I probably wouldn't have this, wouldn't be able to share the same perspective I have now, let's say. But fuck, dude. Doing this for like the rest of your life. Again, I don't know if I've mentioned this earlier, talked about this earlier, but it's like, dude, it's crazy. It's like, dude, boomers, of which total different class of like, it's totally different generation, like setup, etc. But it's like, dude, think about like their situation. It's like, yeah, they have a whole thing of, it's like, they're in a more so an achievement, kind of like a wealth accumulation society, just by design, because of, generally speaking, like the upbringing for the parents and like and all that. And I mean, times are just different, sure, but it's like no hate against them, but it's like, dude, most of them are like, yeah, I'm not gonna sure, some dude, if you've made it, if you have a business, you could have retired early, do whatever else. I mean, that's kind of whole like fire method, like financial independence, retire early. But it's like, dude, for most of them, it's like they're working till like they're 65. Some of them are still working now until like they're 70. Dude, a lot of boomers are still working in their 70s. It's like, bro, when are you gonna fucking you just live to work? Fuck, bro. And then, God, bro, I don't even know if I'm gonna fucking live till I'm like 40. And then, and even if I do, like, am I gonna be in the same state I am now? Dude, probably not. Most likely not. Just given like my decline in my condition. So I just can't. Dude, you know, there's some good and bad to like my condition, because it gives me a huge, again, like fucking wake up call. It's like, do this shit now. Like, I keep saying this, like, I can't fit in with the rest of society. It's like, dude, if my life is not normal, no, like if my life is no longer normal, why should I try and fit in and have a normal life like everyone else? Doesn't make any sense, dude. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna be late. So yeah, I left. So anyways, I should have known this. So I left at 7:05. Points at 8:30. Well, that's crazy. I told myself I should leave at 6:45. I'm like, man, do I really need... I tell people this too all the time. I'm like, dude, morning traffic, and they're like, no, man, like, dude, it only takes me an hour to go downtown in the morning. I'm like, bro, where are you fucking where are you coming from? Dude, it takes at least... It took me an hour and a half back in the day, like pre-COVID, because I stomached that commute for 6 months driving, or 8 months driving. So from summer, fall, winter, and then COVID happened. And then nothing ever kind of went the same again. But it's like, dude, it's so shit. And then like, again, like you bring in what, like 800,000 people a year. You're only building like 2,000 homes in that time. And then there's a whole excuse. I've talked about this before. Where, again, just repeating myself and verbatim, because I don't know if I have or have not mentioned it in this format or not. But it's like, they're like, oh, we're expanding the gardener, so you're going to clip the gardener down for 5 years, and then in the time that's so clipped, you're going to bring in mass people, and you're going to... I had like an analogy. It's like it's like you're giving one thing, but you're taking like 3 away, so it's like, it's hardly an improvement. That's all, I don't know, like smoke and mirrors, like by design, etc. But dude, that's fucking crazy. I'm moving like 15 kilometers an hour. Bro, I'm gonna be so fucking late. That's crazy. Well, yeah, so the only time I have to like kind of witness or share this traffic is quite literally like just for doctor's appointments, because they take place during weekdays, and then almost always like early in the morning, between the hours of like 8 a.m. to like 10 a.m. Of which traffic's perpetual. You know, there's traffic at 10 a.m., there's traffic at noon, there's traffic at 2, onwards till like 10, 11, midnight. Okay. So, and this guy's got his high beams. So yeah, like traffic is shared in that instance, and yeah, because I really haven't had to work downtown since 2022, and that was mostly remote, and then 2025 this year, just like remote as well. Again, it's like you have one of two equations, and it's like, am I wrong to want to be exempt from this? Like, I don't want to participate in this. It's like you have one of two equations. Let's talk about like money here and like the matrix. It's like you can either work downtown and live downtown. So now you have to like take on all these financial liabilities again that you would need had you not that job in the first place. So rent, all these other expenses, if you have parking, if you have a car, insurance, whatever else. If you're not at that job, you don't have to you literally don't have to take any of that shit. And you can find other ways to make money more independently speaking, whether it's a part-time or whatever else. Then you can focus on your own thing, God willing, like to escape the matrix, like starting your own business or something. But or you fucking commute by train, which I said, I think again somewhere earlier, like I just can't fucking do that shit. Like I physically can't. It's not that I don't even want to. Like I don't want to do that either. But like, dude, fuck no. And then all for a job is like I'm sitting with everyone else. I'm like, well, I'm making 40 grand as a fucking architect. It's fucking slave work, bro. Bro, what the fuck? Dude, it's literally a fucking death sentence. Or you commute and dude, it's like 3 hours of your fucking day you're just driving. At least 3 hours. Like if you're fitting, I mean, technically at least an hour and a half there because you're fitting in line with everyone else. But then if you're working late, then I guess maybe you can dodge a bit of traffic if you're finishing like after 7, 8, or 9 o'clock at night. It's like, then when do you ever live? Just for Saturday, Sunday? Again, the weekend is only there. Literally, it's by design. The weekend is just there to hardly allow you at that to recharge, to get you back in the system. So think of it as like you're a battery, you're a cog in the machine. So it's like, yo, this cog is no longer productive to the business or the bureaucracy or to the... It's not even a business, man. Like most of these jobs are so fucking... They're just email jobs. But it's like this individual is no longer a productive consumer to society. Will no longer be a productive slave. to fit in if they work 7 days a week. So it's like we have to by design give them the quote unquote weekend to allow them to like recharge or reset. Again, really just to allow them to kind of build up enough energy to just get back to the office or whatever the fucking job is, just to send out more emails or to do such bullshit work, man. Like, am I not like, dude, 99.99% of the jobs are just unneeded. I'm not saying they're necessarily like superfluous per se, but it's like, do their email jobs, it's just like corporate fluff work. It's like, are you actually like making any meaningful dent to society? And it's all like, I don't know, it's bullshit. Yeah, maybe here I can talk about like why I escaped architecture, or I'm trying to like escape architecture. So yeah, sure, okay, why not? So maybe I can talk about like my history with architecture, or you know, one of many things, but we can talk about like alienation. Dude, I wish this car had freaking, dude, that's the thing. It's like, again, there will be a time, a whole other topic of discussion, like a time when I can't drive anymore. I'll have to use like hand controls and shit. Which is like, dude, imagine being fucking disabled and having to put up with this shit. Like, dude, what's the reason to fucking exist at that point? Just fucking kill yourself. You know, never kill yourself. But, dude, you need to really make up a case for your existence in this life. And it's like, there's this double disability paradigm I kind of like propose, where it's like, what's the case of like someone who's disabled to survive or to like exist in society? But equal to that, or like no different. What's the reason for like all these other people to survive in society? Yeah, building up a case for existence. Like, you got to build up a case for your existing. Like, what's your real case? Are you having kids? Are you doing like, you're just a consumer, an individual consumer cog in society? Like, how are you actually like painting a dent in the universe? Or, anyways, so architecture. Can talk about, there's school, there's the field, there's like my perspective on things, there's the whole my experience on like the whole job market, also on like architecture work, etc. Yeah, okay, so dude, with like most field, okay, so on top of like bullshit jobs, it's like, dude, most architecture is completely fucking bullshit. It's hardly architecture that, which is why I don't even like calling it architecture. It's just kind of like a facade of architecture. Kind of like, yeah, anyways, it's building making. And like, I have a thing I tend to say, it's like, there's like, a real world needs architecture to survive, or it's a real world deserves or like demands architecture, because like, so it's like a real world, the real deserves the real, right? Whereas like a non-real world, so like a machine world or the server city, doesn't need architecture. Like, it's one or the other. Like, you can't have a server city with architecture, and at the same time you can't have architecture and have a non-real space or non-real world, etc. It's quite literally like one or the other. So yeah, what I tell people is like, it takes architects to design, or it takes architects to make architecture, but it doesn't take architects to make machines. And yet we have quote unquote architects making machines today. So all it takes to make machines is other machines. So I'm like, can't you build up a case where it's like most of the work today being built, of which is like quite literally like machines and servers, can't this just be done by a machine? Like, why not fucking automate? Like, free the architect from their so-called golden handcuffs and let them pursue their own work, which, I mean, doesn't really thrive in the decline of the West and like said society, etc. But yeah, which is why, yeah, like, I mean, there's startups, kids are building shit, but like, I remember a couple of years ago, I'm like, dude, there should be some way where like people can just automate all the like code planning and all. Dude, hopefully someone's building it. Like, fuck, dude, I should create some sort of pitch on that and then just let someone build it or something. But no fucking way this is about to die. So, or I'll have to continue this later because it seems like my Osmo is about to die. Dude, this is server life, bro.